If you don't use it, it doesn't mean you have to lose it. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how it's possible to keep moving forward so you can finally end the vicious cycle of starting something, stopping something, and then having to go all the way back to square one. My son is at this remarkably adorable age where he's learning how to ride a bike. And when I say learning how to ride a bike, like not a real bike, like a balance bike. You did do it.
You totally did.
It's really cute. And we go to the bike park and he goes up the jumps and, you know, he sees all the big kids. It's great. As a parent, it is one of my favorite things. But when I watch him and when I think about it, I remember, you know, myself and what it was like to learn to ride a bike. It was really intimidating. I didn't have a balance bike, so I went right into pedals because my parents didn't believe in training wheels. There was a lot of anxiety and a lot of falls, a lot of it not working. A few hours or maybe a day, I had a little bit of success, and fairly quickly it got a lot better. And I see something similar happening in the gym with a lot of the clients that we have. And it's this anxiety that comes from worrying that they're not going to do it right, worrying that something bad's going to happen, they're going to get hurt. I think even more than worry about their safety is worrying about being embarrassed. And this makes complete sense because the gym is intimidating. I mean, there's a physical nature to the gym that is different than picking up the piano or picking up bowling or chess or, you know, something like that, where there's a real identity ego issue that comes along with it. And because of that, I think there's a ton of fear that if they don't fit in, if they don't do it right, that they could be like ridiculed or made fun of. And I'm not saying that never happens, right? Bullying is a thing. Bullying's real. But I think way, way, way more cases than not.
I have been going to the gym for 3 days now, as when you go to a club bathroom and there are a lot of drunk girls there and they're like, "You're so beautiful. No, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, you look so good in my lipstick. Let me put it on you." That's what the gym is like.
The gym is a really loving and accepting place. And I think the reason that it's so loving and accepting is that everyone, regardless of whether you've been doing your whole life or whether you're just getting going, feels like a beginner. And that's if you're actually training. When I say training, all I mean is whether you're confronting what you've done before in the past and that you're actively trying to solve the problem of your limited capabilities. Meaning, if one week you do 10 reps with 100 pounds and the next week you come back and you know that you did 10 reps and you know that you did 100 pounds, you're confronted with that fact and you know that you can do it physically because you did it before last week. The only thing between you and doing 11 reps or doing 105 pounds is the fact that you haven't done it before. But there's a pretty good likelihood that if you're only 1 rep away or you're only a few pounds away, that you could probably do it if you really focused up. And it's that confrontation with your limitations that makes it always feel like you're a beginner in a sense. Now, all that to say, there's this other issue that I think really stumbles people up. And it's that they feel like that if they don't consistently train kind of at the same frequency, 3 times a week, or if they miss Monday, or if they miss a week, or if they miss a month, or if they miss 3 months, or if they miss a year, that they have to start all over again from the beginning. And that's not really how it works. It actually works a lot more like riding a bike. Once you kind of learn to ride, once you learn to sort of balance yourself, it's kind of in you. Months could go by, years could go by. And if you've ridden the bike before, you'll probably be able to pick it up a lot faster than you did the very first time. And you probably won't have as much anxiety or fear of it not going so well. When it comes to the gym, one, everybody's a beginner. If you're doing it the right way and you're confronting yourself with your limitations, you're either a beginner from the very jump, meaning you've never been in the gym before, or you're a beginner in the sense that you're trying to do something that you've never done before, just like when you were a beginner. I think it's because of this that if you find a really great training environment, you find a really great gym that's really training, most people are really training, you will find that you have a lot more in common with everybody than you might think, that everybody in there probably feels a lot closer to the way that you feel than you might think, and that the time that you spend in the gym is all valuable time, because the things that you learn stay with you. Even if you have big gaps, even if you miss a workout, even if you have a long holiday, you have life interruptions, you have an injury, getting back in is not starting all over. Getting back in is picking up where you left off, because every time that you train, every time you visit the gym, every time you go in there and you confront the reality of wherever you are at, and you work on being a little bit better than you were the last time. And even if you don't remember the last time, that you work on setting yourself up so that the next time that you come, you have a chance to maybe be a little bit better. Everything that you learn and do in there is a potential gift, and that you get to keep it, that gift. You get to keep it in your memory. You get to keep it in your brain. It's this reason that in our gyms at the Fort in New York City, which check it out if you live in New York City, we do have a remote program that you can also check out. My wife runs it. She's awesome. But particularly if you're in New York City, and you're interested in training, you're looking to be part of a community of people that are approaching it this way. What you'll find in our gyms is that we don't celebrate streaks. Streaks are great, don't get me wrong. I am not knocking a streak. Training 3 times a week, consistently, never missing a session is fantastic. You will get phenomenal speed of result from that. But what we celebrate in the gym is your total lifetime training sessions. How many hours in total over the course of your life have you spent working on your particular limitations and trying to problem solve ways to get better, improve your capability, not just with the weight, not just with the reps, but with the way that you do it, the way that you approach it. I'm not one of those guys that thinks that training is fun. I very much value training. Clearly, I've dedicated my life to training and helping other people get into the practice, right? So I have a ton of value. But the value that I think you get is overcoming the fact that it's hard. It's hard for me. I think I started training in a pretty systematic way when I was 11 or 12. I'm 43. There have been weeks, months that have gone by for injury reasons or personal reasons. I've not been able to put in that sort of time and effort. But I think the reason that I'm able to experience my body and my mind in the way that I do, and in a way that serves a lot of things that I do, is that I've just racked up a lot of hours. And that total volume, that total practice, it all lives up there. It's all up in there. Just like learning to ride the bike. It stays with me. And because of that, I'm able to work on the deeper and deeper layers and levels of the game, which, again, does not feel easier. I just finished a workout. It was not easy. It was very hard. I wanted to stop multiple times. But the fact that I didn't and that I pushed through is the thing that's made it so valuable. If you pick the right gym, where people are really working at overcoming their own limitations. I think you're gonna find that they are a lot more understanding because they feel the same way that you do. If you're worried that you can't start unless you do it consistently, it just ain't true. What matters is that you get another hour in the gym. You get another hour of training because that gets added into the bank. And if you get another hour a day later, a couple days later, that's even better. If you can do it again a couple days later, even better. That's great. But if you don't, you didn't lose anything. You keep it. So if there's anything I encourage you to do, start. The things that you might be afraid of probably just live in your head. You might find that the opposite tends to be true. Any fears that you're not going to be able to be successful because you don't have the time to be consistent, or you won't be able to fall into the perfect routine forever, it's not applicable. It's not really how it works. What matters is that you get another hour in the gym. You get another hour learning, practicing, growing, confronting where you're at. Because when you know where you're at, you know what it takes to get to where you want to go. And the more hours that you spend in that process, the more likelihood that you're actually going to get there. If you like this video, you got to check this one out because I kind of go over a similar topic in a little bit of a different way. I'll see you there.